Well, hello. This is AC Farms. It's kind of a late stream. Pretty much just trying to create my schedule and see how it works. I hopefully it won't be this late stream on Thursday normally, but it is gonna be a later stream than some days. But yeah, plan is to stream on Thursdays. Like I said before, it's gonna be probably college football, but that is the plan. Let's apparently, what happened here? That's harvested. Okay, so we had to advance and then left the harvester in the field. That's what happened. Gotta try to catch up with what the heck I was doing. This is harvested, so we need to cultivate all these. I wonder. This looks pretty much done. It's this way. That's pretty much done. We're seeding over there. Okay. So, buttons on your underwear if you need them. Is this oilseed radish over here? Okay, so we need to cultivate that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start that. Yeah, so this save is playthrough is basically AC Farms, which stands for Achievement Chasing Farms. We need the achievement for fertilizing so many hectares and sowing so many hectares and cultivating so many hectares. Ooh, excuse me. This is straight. So let's take a look at where we're at on those. So we're at 50% on the sowing. Fertilizing we're at 46, and cultivating we're at 43. So that's where we're at on those things. So I'm also trying to finish this series, as I would like to have this space open so I can download more stuff. Because once we get this done, we're going to probably delete the map and adjust anything that I don't need. As the map technically needs an update, and we're not updating it. It actually doesn't really want to update on us, and I don't want to mess with it because I want to get these achievements, right? So that's where we're at, and I'm at 98% with my mods space, so I would like to clear some of that space out so I can get some new mods. Sorry. Sorry guys. Football practice has started. We're still doing 2-a-days, so it runs pretty late. It's gonna run late anyways, but today ran about 2 hours later than normally will. So hopefully I'll be able to stream about 2 hours earlier than this. Actually, I kind of slacked too, so maybe 2.5, 3 hours earlier than this in the future. But I do plan on streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. And probably a pretty good chance of maybe Sundays. And that would be mainly like my college football league, as I need to play. We advance Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. So that would basically be Sunday play for the Monday advance. Tuesday play for the Wednesday advance. And that's a pretty bad line I just took. Wednesday advance, and then Thursday play for the Saturday advance. Those would probably be shorter streams, as it'll probably only be 45 minutes to an hour. I won't do recruiting on those streams because other people that are in my league will be able to see that, and I don't want them to see my recruiting, if that makes sense. So it'll just be gameplay. And then that being said, is I might have multiple streams on that day where I put a FS25 stream on as well. Probably not during the week, but maybe Sunday. There's a couple of series I have in mind that I want to do, including finishing out the competitive one tile challenge that I was doing, obviously before I started putting stuff on YouTube for it. I believe I'm in March for that series, so I would be just finish out the last year from March on. So that wouldn't be very long either. What is that? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's 10 episodes. 10 episodes? Guess so. The only ones I didn't count were January and February, so that's 10. That's kind of late for me too, so a little bit slow. The other thing is some of these series that I have in mind just work better on a live stream, as there's a lot of like random stuff to do that would just be constantly cutting and time lapsing. Like obviously this would normally be just a time lapse and cut. Yeah. Not expecting too many people because this is like last minute stream. So we'll see how this goes. might just be me the whole time, just like recording a video, talking to myself while playing video games. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It makes me feel better when you do that, when I talk to myself while playing video games. Don't forget to hit the like button too. I haven't added anything to chat that's fun. I do still have the roll. We did make the number 3. Somebody did win they actually got it at the roll number 3. It took the 2 live streams for it to happen, but it happened. What's in that field over there? So I think there's another field over there we can cultivate as well. Also, I believe I have another cultivator, so I should probably get another tractor running, but let's see. I don't know where I left the cultivator. Let's see what, that's the wrong one. Let's go here. Do I have another cultivator? I think I have like pretty much 2 of everything. Yep. 2 back to back. So I gotta figure out where the other one is. Once we get done cultivating this field, I think I will put a worker on cultivating the next field. Go find the cedar that's probably done and put them on another field to plant seed. And then we'll go track down the other cultivator so we can cultivate one of those other fields. Now you know his plan. Good to go. Hey, Thin Blue Line. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Did I see that you post from you that you got 1,000 subscribers? Thin Blue Line? Congratulations. What's up, Curtis? What number should we look for today, Curtis? We already got the 3. Should we go for 4s or what? Curtis rolling up in here, huh? Ooh, I thought that was a field I could cultivate. That is not a field I can cultivate. Well, I guess I could cultivate it, but not a field I want to cultivate. Thanks for joining in, Curtis. I appreciate you. Sure, we're going for 4s? Oh man. Wrong button. I need to get some new games, but I haven't had time yet, Curtis. Roll. I got a 1. Got a 1. It's going good, Curtis. The plan is to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I don't really plan on like always being this late on a Thursday. But I thought I would try to kind of get the schedule in it. Curtis got a 1. We're looking for a 4. Anybody else in the chat want to play the roll game? We're looking for a 4. We're also looking for our cultivator. Curtis, remember where I put the other cultivator? I think it's green. I know. Put the dang things away, you'd know where they're at. We're gonna put AI person on this while we find the cultivator. Oh wait, I wanted to go to this right here first. Curtis rolled a 1 as well. Between Curtis and I, we got snake eyes. This one's still in the field as well, huh? Okay. So how are you today, Curtis? You doing good? I'm asking a bunch of questions. I know, Curtis. I have a tendency to do that. Hey, Curtis, turn off the harvester. Thanks, Curtis. So here's this. Maybe we should go this way. See what I get. Oh, I get a 3 this time. You see that, Curtis? Already got a 3. Goodness gracious. So, this one right here. Where is this one? Oh, Curtis got the 4. He's the winner. Congratulations, Curtis. I don't know what you win, but you won. Okay, so it's over there by the house somewhere. We'll just drop my toys out over here in the middle of nowhere. Boom, Curtis says. Boom. Shakalaka. It's still 100 degrees in Texas, Curtis. Felt like 100 degrees here. I'm sure it was only like 75 or 80, but on the football field, it's definitely hotter. No shade as well. Okay, so this thing should be over here somewhere. I'll remember right where I left it once I find it. Yeah. Is that it right there? Was I right next to it? I was. 105. Good Lord. Good news is tomorrow we only have one practice, so I don't have. It's not two-a-days tomorrow. I don't know why we don't have two-a-days on Friday, but we don't. Because I think we're going back to two-a-days on Monday. So I don't know why, but I ain't complaining. Early days Fridays are good. Yeah, two-a-days, but they ain't like we used to have two-a-days. But, you know, as a coach, you still got to be there like all days. Um, and I don't know. I'm at the age where just random stuff starts hurting just by doing nothing. So, let's take another look and see where we're at. Uh, Looks like we're at 51% on the planting or sowing, and we're at 47% on the fertilizing, and the cultivating right now is at 46, which that should be going up pretty fast actually. You lost 20 pounds of water at practice? I believe it. When I was playing semi-pro, usually we would go out like after practice. There was a Mexican restaurant right next to the field, and so we go there and rehydrate and eat. But one day I had something to do, so I drove home, took a shower. Like I don't know, I probably had to go out to dinner with some like family or something. Um, I drove home, took a shower, whatnot, started getting dressed, and then because I hadn't had enough water in me, I cramped up and rolled from one side of my bedroom to the other side. That was terrible. Yeah, the cramps are the worst, especially the dehydrated ones. Yeah, they're terrible. Like, I don't know, before I had never really had a cramp till then. I mean, I had like cramps, then like the little minor ones, but that one was like a holy crap. Make it stop, cut it off, cut my leg off. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I guess I just must have always drank enough water that I didn't really get those cramps or something. I don't know, but uh, also, like I said, we used to go to the Mexican restaurant right there, and so chug some water while we first thing, get some food and whatnot. But that day I had not. Um, yeah. I was gonna say something else, but I've totally lost my mind. It is still a little bit late for me as well. Let's see, it's 9:30 here. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I'm getting to the age where I just have random cramps, anyways. Uh, I remember my grandparents. tell me that something was cramping up. And they need to eat like a banana or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting there. Like I remember my grandpa. He used to say that all the time when he goes swimming. Huh. So you were a lineman then, Curtis? I take it. I was a receiver, DB, a little bit of running back. A little bit of quarterback. As semi-pro, at the end, it started getting a little bit more like tight end, fullback, linebacker. Nose guard. Nice. Offensive tackle and nose guard, huh? In Texas? You must be a big, strong boy. We actually got a kid that transferred from Texas. Um, he's gonna be a safety wide receiver, but he ain't that big either. Sometimes in the same game. Yeah. It's that's the thing with our team this year is it's not going to be sometimes for our kids. We don't have huge numbers. So the guys that are pretty much starting are going to, you know, either be the guys that come in and spell the other guys, or they'll be playing both ways. Some fashion. Six foot 220 as a senior. That's not bad. What's up, Colton? I don't know your whole name. How you doing? I don't think I've ever seen you around. Hold on a second. You're always with me, Curtis. Good. That's good to hear. What map you playing on, Colton? I'm gonna make you earn your cool points now, Curtis. You help me out with Colton. Yeah, no problem, Curtis. You've been in here helping me out, and I have a better chance of you being up if I stream late than the rest of my moderators. I'm good, Mr. Nelson. How are you? Field of Throne. I don't know that one, Colton. Are you on PC, Colton? Yeah, Brett is totally on it, Curtis. But that's okay. I'm pretty slow at it too. So, Mr. Nelson, I am calling this AC Farms because basically it's achievement farms, achievement chasing farms. It's basically just a let's play. It's new, PS5. Oh, is it like brand new, Colton? Um, yeah. So basically, I'm just doing a let's play where I'm trying to get all the achievements 100%. The Farm Sim 25. That's what I'm doing. When I get a straightaway here, we'll recheck my achievements. See where we're at. I only need about 3 more. Thank you, Curtis. So I play on Xbox. We were at 52% on It's So Easy. Highly Cultivated is at 48%. And the Plot Thickens, which is fertilizing, is at 48%. So basically, we're just doing a let's play right now to get the achievements. The other thing is that I had started this map for that. I was buying fields for to make the cotton. We actually ended up using the hand tools for the cotton. So, which if you don't know and you don't have the achievement for the cotton, the hand tools, you just need 40 cotton bales and you can get the achievement if you're interested in that kind of thing. But yeah, the other thing is I figured this is probably one of the better playthroughs or whatever that I have for streaming, because basically just playing, trying to get achievements, get to talk to chat, talk a little bit too much, but hey, it is what it is. I'm fairly new to this. I don't have a whole lot going on with chat. I do have a dice roll, but what number should we go for, Curtis? You pick a number. So it's a console Ford, yes. It's a lizard. Console can't use Ford. Yeah, I guess they in October they might be able to when that new the DLC, is that what it is called? When that comes out. I don't have really any rules on this, Curtis. Actually, I was taking out tons of loans. I actually might have quite. Well, I guess we're gonna sway for a minute. We're rolling for a 6. So if you do exclamation mark roll, ROLL, we're looking for a 6. Curtis picked it. What am I doing here? Finances. Yeah, I got a $615,000 loan already that I'm paying. You just call it the Ford? Yeah, I mean it is the Ford. You were talking to Skeeter about the alpacas, Curtis? Yeah, I don't know about the actual mini game of shearing the alpacas. I don't know about that so much. It looks like something that I'll try once or twice and then be like, okay, this is enough. Let's do something else. I got a 2, Curtis. The 7810 has at least 150 horsepower. Yeah, I'm not sure what actually we put on it. It's got the Turbo Plus, so yeah, 150. Cutting grass to make hay for your cows. That's pretty cool. Um, where's that map at? Is it a North American map or European map or what, Colton? I did it just come out like today? I'm kind of behind. We started football practice, coached high school football, so we started that, and I'm kind of running low on time to keep up with everything. The pin only holds like horses up to 16, I think. Yeah, there's only so many you can actually put in there. Artemis and I were talking about it in one of his live streams, and he was pointing that out, and then I was pointing out the little contraption that looks like a a banana cable thing for when they harvest it, which was above the coffee thing. My name is Walk Walk. All those other letters before, so that I could keep my name pretty much same on all my platforms. I am on X, Discord, Instagram, Twitch. Haven't figured out how to stream to both yet, but I haven't put it a lot of time into looking at it. I was streaming on Twitch directly from the Xbox, and then I switched to this on YouTube. And trying to work out the kinks of this on YouTube. Plan is to eventually stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Nice to meet you too, Mr. Nelson. Did you come over from Thin Blue Line? You mean if they'll have bananas in the game? I'm pretty sure they're going to have bananas in the game, Curtis. Not just the deco ones that I put all over Renita Island. They're gonna have. I don't know how it is going to actually be. If it's like a greenhouse or like the apple orchard or what, but I don't keep a secret anymore. But my name is Logan. Why does call myself Mr. Nelson? And I'm a 20-year-old YouTuber. That's cool. Mr. Nelson or Logan. Now I live from Virginia. You live in Virginia, huh? It's got to be pretty late over in Virginia. But you're 20 years old, so that's what you do, huh? When I was 20 years old, I stayed up pretty late as well. Remember that, Curtis? When you were 20 years old? So, what you put on you farm sim too, Mr. Nelson? You want me to call you Mr. Nelson, or you want me to call you Logan? Which I know a Logan is 20 years old, but he's not in Virginia. I don't know if he'd go by Mr. Nelson either. So yeah, Curtis, I know it's all speculation, but there's a. So if you go back and watch the trailer, oh Lord, 20 years old, yeah. If you go back and watch the trailer that they put out for the alpacas and whatnot, there's a thing above where when they're doing the coffee, there's a thing above there, and you take a look at that thing that's above the coffee, which is not in the game currently. Let's see if I can go to where they're at. Say construction. I believe they're in like greenhouses, which would not be in this one. And I have mods and stuff, so it's gonna be weird. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's kind of not in order. But like, say this is the coffee that I'm on right now, which incidentally it is a coffee greenhouse I'm on. The one above it, right here, which is apple tree. This is the one that I think is the bananas. Look up banana cable car or cableway after you check a look at it. All right, Curtis. I can call you Ma's first name, so that would be Logan. Yeah, in the greenhouse menu, Curtis. I have a tendency to go off on about 14 tangents, and you guys have trouble answering me. I apologize. Apologize right now. Also, on this playthrough, I don't park anything in a shed. Um, it's normally I do use a shed. But Curtis has been commenting how I leave my toys all over the field, but he has seen me use a shed. You do Farm Simulator, but not on a live video? I just took a little quick glance at your YouTube. It looked like you do actual live in-person stuff. You got a tractor, John Deere tractor, Logan? You do IRL farming? What'd you say we're trying to roll, Curtis? Try this again. See if I can't get one. 6? Is that what you said, Curtis? 2. Darn it. I know it wasn't 2. No, I don't feel like we're alive farming would be entertaining for y'all. Okay. Yeah, you a IRL farmer? Yeah, that's hard work. Um, growing up, Curtis got a 3. My bot telling you don't forget to hit that, smash that like button. Growing up, we didn't really have a farm. We had like a hobby farm. Um, my stepdad was from South Dakota, and he came from a huge farm. What's APS 5? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I struggle with the I guess that's acronyms or whatever. Especially when I'm streaming and farming at the same time. Curtis starts laughing at me when I ask stupid questions. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You'd be surprised at what people would be willing to watch. Actually, I'm be honest with you. Sometimes I'm surprised at what I watch. I know that like some people will watch like they get cameras of animals in zoos and they just sit there. You know, the camera just doesn't move, obviously, and if the animal ain't doing nothing, it's just staring at the animal not doing nothing. And people watch that stuff all day long. Huh, you don't need to know my vid search history, Curtis? Yeah, it would scare you, Curtis. Oh, you not a farmer? You just got a tractor? It's cause the girls think it's sexy, huh? My parents still got a Alice Chalmers uh, that you got the crank start. I don't know the model of it. That's where your farming simulator is. I couldn't talk there for a second for some reason. Like, uh, I have a tendency to harass some people. So when they get a chance to harass me, Logan, they go for it. The other thing is, like I say, when I'm streaming and playing the game, sometimes I don't it doesn't click what people are talking about. So like the other night, somebody was talking about crap. I don't even remember what they were talking about. I'm sorry. Where am I going with this story? Uh, they had said something, and I was like, "What is that?" And I knew what it was. That tractor will pull more tail than a Lambo, or at least pull a trailer. Yeah, yeah. I would say so. Yeah, the story I was going on is my stepdad came from a big farm, and my step grandma used to have like acres and acres and acres. She's like 103 right now, lives in Sturgis. Um, but yeah, she had like hundreds of acres, wheat and whatnot. And then my aunt and uncle used to have a pig farm in South Dakota. Used to go there when I was younger. We helped out with haying on my grandma's farm one summer, and then I drove my uncle's tractor. He had a huge tractor. I don't know what it was because I was a kid, um, but it was it was fun. And then, like I said, my parents still have a Alzheimer's tractor. Um, they have more than that, but uh, it's just been sitting in the shop for probably 30 years now. They drove it in the shop, parked it, and that's where it sits. He's we don't mean nothing about it, Logan. You got two tractors? They both John Deere's? I just looked real quick. My stepdad's got a Yanmar now. That's what he uses most of the time now. It's got a little bucket on it, and he's got a little bit a mower attachment to the back. And I don't know how much he's gonna use. Well, he'll probably use the mower, but um, they just got heat pump, so they don't need to cut wood, and that's what he used to use it for, to pull logs and shit. I mean stuff. Sorry. Keep it PG, walk. Did we lose Colton? I put him to sleep like I do Niagara Fats. Got some equipment too? What kind of equipment you got? Yeah. Curtis and I, pretty similar. We just joke around, harass people. Not really harass. I shouldn't use harass because you guys are like, oh, we don't like people who harass. We just kid people. Just a josh. Yeah. Foot to mouth, Curtis. Foot to mouth. Nah, I'm kind of old, Logan. My son is 20. I believe Curtis is younger than me, but I don't think he would be categorized as young like you. Curtis and I don't really know each other IRL. Um, Sounds like we might have been in the same building together at one time, but didn't know each other then either. So. But speaking of which, you're I guess it would be your stepdaughter, Curtis. Is she still in the area? Is she doing productive things? You don't know if Rusty likes you, Curtis? And you'll say with a look like what? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble following what you're trying to say there on that, Logan. And then Curtis says, "Nah, young buck, I'm 47." Uh, it's okay, Curtis. If Rusty don't like you, then tell him you were you were giving him payback for him harassing Walk earlier yesterday too. He was giving it to me yesterday. The little bit I was on there, uh, I got on his birthday stream in between practices. He was he was lighting me up. Yeah, I hear you, Curtis. I hear you. That is something. Um, I'm trying to just get my kid to play video games on YouTube or something. You kidding? He might have mistaken you for someone else. No. I would imagine it'd be hard for Rusty to keep track of everybody. Oh, I have trouble keeping track of the few that come talk to me, especially when they don't have the same name all the time. Switching names on me. DACP 33, or is it 333? Yeah, sometimes Rusty gets talking about something else and then reads it later. Yeah, then he's kind of confused, which it happens with streaming because you're busy doing something else. Um, didn't quite hit the cue on that one. Yeah. I think we lost both Logan and Colton now. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to run you off. Don't forget to smash that like button, though. Makes me feel better about playing video games while talking to myself. Well, talking to Curtis and y'all right now, but we're still trying for a 6, aren't we? Got 5. Do I sound young, Curtis? 'Cause I know Gasoline Billy thought I was younger than I was. You like that line? I have trouble saying it though, if you haven't noticed. You got a 3. We're trying for 6, right? Dang, you set up, Logan. You you just use it on your land, or do you help you like help other people? I'll be honest, Logan. I actually have watched people bale hay on YouTube in real life. Real life, baling hay. I have watched that. I would like to have just like a farm, not like a farm, a little mini farm where I could put like a couple animals on, and so like say cows, um, like two, three cows, not very many, maybe four or five, I don't know, but and then had a field where I could just mow it, and I I don't want a huge farm, but enough to where I could feed a couple of cows, mow it, and hay it, and all that. Yeah, be doing the contracts. Have hire Logan come out here and do my contracts on AC farms. Nice, nice. Sounds like you got the setup there, Logan. Um, Pretty well set up for a 20-year-old. What is worker A causing a ruckus? I missed it. Is worker A doing something? Um, or am I worker A? Am I causing the ruckus, Curtis? Are you? What am I doing here? Oh, I wanted to see what I could plant. That's what I'm doing. I don't want grass. I don't think I want mustard. Should we do oil seed again? Or should we actually plant something? Um, I think I'm going to do oil seed again. That way we can cultivate it, and then it should be... Oh, I just passed it. Dang it. It should be 100% ready to go. Oh, that's right. We're doing precision farming, so it's probably 100% anyways. Oh, well, welcome back, Colton. I thought maybe I did run you off. I know that ain't good English, but neither was that. But it's kind of how I talk, which is pretty bad because I work at a school. Maybe you were talking about me, Curtis? Yeah, I bet you were. I should actually, you know what I should do? Just tell me you're not plowing the sugar cane anymore. Huh. Did I do it again? I swear I did it just on instinct, and then like after the episode, I was like, why did I plow that? Okay, we're gonna put a worker on this. Is what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go find the other. The worker A is causing a ruckus. You were right. What in the heck is going on over here? Just over here eating donuts in the bushes, charging us money, Curtis. Did you teach her that? I guess we'll have to finish this. It looks like you're actually making it through my episodes pretty fast though, Curtis. I don't know, maybe you're skipping. Alright, Logan. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for talking to us. It was nice meeting you and talking to you. I appreciate you for coming out and talking and chat. And yeah, I don't stream all the time. I do stream. I'm going to try to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Kind of new to the streaming stuff. Learning it out. Play other games as well, so it won't always be farm sim. But yeah, have a good night. I'll catch you later. You didn't think I was old enough to buy Tecmo Bowl, Curtis? I bought that with my own money, Curtis. What do you think about that? I bought my NES with my own money. And the NES was the only game out. Well, there was Atari. Intellivision. Do you remember Intellivision, Curtis? Had that telephone. Looked like a telephone attached to a crap, it's been so long I don't even know what it is. Answering machine. I actually didn't have a newspaper, but like when I was a kid, I never spent any of my money that I got for like allowances or birthdays or whatever. I used to save it all, so I had enough money to buy that stuff. Like I didn't buy like candy and stuff with it. Now, it seems to flow out just as fast as it flows in, sometimes faster. My older brother, my stepbrother had a paper route. I remember that. But I lived out in the, kind of in the boonies, outside of town. So riding your bicycle doing the paper route would have been pretty rough. My stepbrother, he lived in town, so he had a paper route. Colton, if you're still there, what's your favorite tractor in Farm Sim? On Tecmo Bowl? Most yards? I don't know. You're trying to make me remember all that stuff. You know how long ago that was? I actually might still have that in the closet, to be honest with you, Curtis. I I know I have the NES somewhere in the closet. When my kid was little, I pulled it out so he could play some of those games. You gotta experience that. Now they have that on the, I think it's on the Nintendo Switch. You can get Tecmo Bowl. We were actually playing it at school on the big boards. Yeah, it was either Bo Jackson or Christian Okoye or Walter Payton. Those were the teams you had to be, right? Six. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta get to where I can read and farm at the same time, Curtis. I had the most in the house with 636 yards. My older brother had the previous record of 570 yards in one game. Yeah. The other thing is I would pass too much. I was a receiver, so I always wanted to pass the ball. The Nigerian Nightmare, yeah, Christian Okoye, he was a stud. He didn't play very long though. I guess Bo Jackson didn't play very long either, but yes, creating chaos. I am creating chaos, or speaking of creating chaos, Blue Roses must went back to work, huh, Curtis? You're creating chaos with chatting? Nah, it's all good. That's the goal of the live, right? I think this is my goal anyways. I think that, apparently that's my thing is, I like talking to people or something. It's kind of weird because in the real world I ain't like that. There's that. So she only streams when she's not at work, right? Like, she's obviously, I know she says she works nights and whatever, so she's on that night shift rotation, but I know she was streaming like every day when she was on PTO. Well, you said she was on PTO. I don't know. Okay. I think that we have it all cultivated. And then why does that look like they'd only planted part of this? Yeah, it says it's growing. Okay. Guess you're good. Was gonna get all mad, but I guess you're good. Okay, so buttons on your underwear if you need them. Oh, she doesn't even have a regular stream or a regular schedule like at work. That would suck. That must be why she was looking into the IT jobs, huh? No, I don't. I don't want to work her on this one. I want to do something. Curtis will make fun of me if I got to work her doing everything. How about we put the machinery in the dirt though? Yeah, that's the other thing is I'm trying to kind of create a schedule. That's why I'm streaming today, even though it was way late. I would prefer to stream earlier than this, but once or twice a week. Yeah, because she usually streams on her days off, right? Use the workers, that's what I pay them for. Yeah, I know. They just going backwards off the field. Yeah. A lot of times they want to just do donuts in the field. Backwards. Not very handy of them. Let's see where we're at now, though. We're at 55, 54, 48. This is not making a ton of progress, but oh well. Got to put in time somewhere. The other thing is it looks like they're all, I'm going to get them all about the same time too, so that could come in handy. Yeah, I saw that, Curtis. I commented on it. You know that all three of those places he went to, I don't know if it'll work because that's actually the last one. I think you have to get them all before it'll actually work. The one that you're talking, the what'd you call it? What in the Harry Potter? Um, but all three of those spots he went like back to back to back, like that tunnel where he got stuck. There's one in there. I didn't see it on his video, but there is one in there. And then when he was searching all over those rocks, it was the rocks that he did that were right there next to him that he didn't search is where I believe the other one is. And then you know where that one is on top, where he just didn't kind of see it. He said something about a flat rock. Yeah. I told him to go back and check all those places. The one in the tunnel, you think he got that one already? I think he did too, because I didn't see it. I think he'd already been in there. And then you heard him talking about the map, is because I told him there was a map. He walked right past the map and never saw it. You've seen Krusty show the map, or Rusty show the map, haven't you, Curtis? Because Rusty's shown it 2 or 3 times now. I showed him where it was the first time, and then he went back like the next episode. Gasoline Billy's actually the one that showed it to me, told me about it. Or actually, I think he showed it in a video. One of Gasoline's early videos, he actually showed the map. There's another one that's like on the ground in the middle of flowers that I think Krusty might actually have like a field either on it or right next to it. And then the one where he was at the shop. Did you go back and watch my video on all of them? So you would know where they were at too, but if you didn't, the one where he was at the shop looking for him, it was kind of hilarious to me because he was like right next to him. I will say some of them are kind of hard to see unless you're like right up on top of them. I am kind of curious if that one with the Harry Potter, if that you can do that before you get them all or not. So I basically tried to do it in order so I wouldn't get screwed up. You're not skipping? Thanks. You're moving quite a ways though. You're almost catching up. kind of slowing down too, so you have a better chance. Trying to put out. I'd like to put out more than one of those, but I'm trying to put out one of those a week. And then one of the triple threat, and then one of the vanilla collaboration challenge that is by Gasoline Billy. Oh, feel free to comment. Like I said, it makes me feel better about playing video games and talking to myself. Yeah, I do know that I was talking about goats in the pen for a couple of times, and it is sheep. I don't know what I was thinking. I had goats on the mind or whatever. It's probably because on the triple thread I'm supposed to do goats. And when I bounce back and forth, I get that in my head. I was also building that pen with rocks and stuff. I didn't like they were goats, so I don't know. Maybe I was just off that day. Yep, goats on the brain, just not in the pasture. That is for sure. The other thing is I tend to do goats more than sheep, 'cause I don't really like messing around with the wool that much. But I actually needed it for a project that I've been working on. That's I don't know what episode was that? It was like 38 or something like that, and I'm on 54. Still haven't revealed yet. But what was it? Episode 24, and I finally bought a tractor. I got 2 tractors now, though. That should make you happy. And it's not that John Deere with the flames either. Taking a few liters away of the pasture, Yeah, I don't usually worry that much about the pasture, to be honest with you. I usually just try to keep it full of food. And the pasture's just like a bonus for when I forget. I will say, however, those pigs on that map are flipping pigs. But Blue Roses and I were putting pigs in at the same time. So when she had the wrong, we were both using that other pasture that doesn't work for manure, and then I let her know that it didn't work, um, and then I switched to the one that we're both using as well, and then she switched to the same one. I don't know if she knew that I switched to that one, but who's Gemini? Are you talking about like the AI helper Gemini, or is that somebody that else? AI. Okay. That's what I thought, but I thought I better ask in case it was somebody else I should know about. It's amazing what all these kids have these days. They could just ask Google. They got all these like AI assistants. There's YouTube videos to show you how to do things. Yeah, Curtis. I tried to so like so I mod for Deep when he live streams. I'm assuming you know who Deep South Gaming is. Uh, and so like when he's trying to figure something out, I'll Google for him too. Like that's comes in handy sometimes for the person streaming, especially for us new people that don't know what the heck we're doing, and we're like, how do I do this? Like for like moderation and stuff like that, right? Like Deep was live streaming, and I googled out how to make somebody a moderator, and then told him how to make somebody a moderator, and then he made me a moderator. So I was like, I think I was his first moderator. I don't even know if he has another moderator, to tell you the truth. But also, that's how I learned how to do it. Yeah, remember when we had to buy a new, like, every 5 years you had to buy a whole new set of encyclopedias? Because the last one was outdated? Or you get an assignment and they said, you have to have an encyclopedia that's dated after blah 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 date. Kids these days got it easy. Also, though, they got it hard because as many cameras that are out there nowadays, if they were out there when I was a kid, I'd have been in some big trouble. just go right here. We never got that 6 yet, did we? Oh, 1. Oh, Curtis. Rolls a 6 right away. Congratulations. Boom again. Yep. Boom again. I was watching Skeeter's episode this morning on Renita Island, or today sometime. I don't know if it was this morning or today, whatever. And he changes his map every time I watch it. Seems to have some issues as well. Like, I think it's too many mods is what the deal is. And PC guys. Are you just watching the Renita Island one, or are you watching the triple thread as well, Curtis? Well, been having some conflicts and working out some kinks on his personal mods. Yeah, that's what he says. And then it helps if you use the right header as well, I guess. Not that I haven't done that before. The only triple threat I've watched all the way was Krusty's. Oh, okay. Let me tell you, Gasoline Billy thought I was going to quit that challenge. Yeah, so I was watching it and I was like, well, that looks like the wrong header to me, but he's always modding something, so maybe he modded it. And then he kept trying and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that's the wrong header. He didn't mod it. And then eventually he's like, how many people were laughing at me or yelling at me or whatever? And I was like, well, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But been there, done that for sure. Then I got out and said, Curtis, why did you tell me I was using the wrong header? Dang it. Are we making any progress? Oh, we're at 59% on sowing. That's not bad, actually. We are making some progress. See, I started this watching Blue Roses starting her challenge, and then I decided to branch out and watch some others as well. Yeah. The other thing is Blue Roses is when she films now, she's like doing almost 2 hour long videos. So I imagine it's hard to watch other than hers if that's where you started. But yeah, like there was a lot of people that started their channels kind of off that challenge. And like I said, I had done some other YouTube, and I have multiple YouTube channels, but they're different. That challenge, actually, I was like, I'll try it again. So I did. Here we are. Still trying new stuff. I think, what is this? Maybe my 5th live stream? I think it is 4 or 5. I'm starting to become a veteran at this live streaming stuff. Yeah, I was trying to follow Blue Roses, and then her episodes kept getting longer and longer, and I'm like, well, I gotta cut somebody out if we're gonna be having all these videos. Well, otherwise, I'm gonna just stop making videos because I ain't got time to make videos. I will say that I don't watch the guys that I used to watch that maybe made me do the channel, like Krusty and George and Rusty, as much as I used to, because I'm trying to support some of the other guys. Kind of created a relationship with the other guys too, right? So want to make sure that they feel good about playing video games and talking to themselves. You know what I mean? Because people don't comment, like, or watch your videos. And you're like, well, you start saying, well, why am I spending 4 hours doing this when nobody watching it? Then you get discouraged. And I mean, I don't think I've really seen, like on the Renita challenge, I don't think I've ever really seen anybody do exactly the same as somebody else. Like, they all seem to have different ideas, which I think is cool. And the more people we get doing that, the better, right? It's tough out there. Yeah. Especially when you're just a nerd talking to yourself. It's hard out there for a pimp. Wait. I won't say. So yeah, Curtis, when you're watching videos, feel free to comment on people's videos because they like to know that people are actually watching it and participating. Like, was that today's episode or maybe it was yesterday's video that Krusty was talking about IT, and he was like, well, if you follow this channel and pay attention, like even him, he's like the same way, right? Like, not sure everybody's even really following this stuff, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's yeah, I get it. I was talking to Gasoline Billy too, and like I don't remember exact numbers or what or not or when Krusty talked about it, but I know that like he also like he had mentioned that he has a like an episode number where he tends to end, and I think that also is when people start losing interest. He said he kind of loses interest in him. I think it was around like 20 episodes or whatever. But I also think that's when the views start dropping off. But like, yeah, thanks, Curtis. Thanks for pretty much saying you like me. I'm cool. Oh, this is not gonna fit, is it? Dang it. I guess we'll leave this on this side. And we'll go check on the worker over there. I'll scroll through everything. Oh, the worker's still working. Only the hardcore ones stick it out. Yeah, that was my other comment. Is like, I told Gasoline Billy, people come to my channel and they're like, 536 episodes on this series. Oh hell no, I ain't got time for that. But uh, I don't plan on. I don't plan on doing every series with that much time or episodes or whatever. But I really like the Rodita Island map, and I think the other thing is I kind of had more of a plan in my mind of what I was gonna do. Where like the triple threat, I'm just now kind of getting a plan of what I think I want to do with it. So the first few episodes I really struggled. Or first, yeah. Um, I don't think I'll ever get to where I have a 72-page journal before I even start the episode on it, but it kind of makes sense to what he's talking about because he created a character too, right? So I get it. He's got the script, but the actual challenge itself on the Renita Island made it a long challenge. Yeah, kind of. Especially for console, which if you watch Rusty's, he kind of brings it up quite a bit. Um, I've done a one-off video kind of off of Rusty's. Is that we don't have like some of the mods on console that PC guys do. So like off camera, if you don't see us sell stuff off camera, we've probably played for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just to sell stuff. Like Niagara Fats said, he was at 119 hours, I think, on the Ronita Island Challenge, and he's like on his last episode. You see, uh, you kind of know where I'm at right now. I mean, you're a few episodes behind, but I'm at 124 hours, and I'm not even close to even buying all the property. I can't tell where I started this. Go over here though. So if you watched Crusty's Triple Threat, he bought that blueberry greenhouse early on, I believe, and then only had it for like a couple months and sold it. Yeah, I'm still sticking it out with that stupid blue house or greenhouse. Um, and I think it's been probably 2 years, and I only got two stupid pallets out of it. I try not to bitch at all, but um, I do start bringing it up a little bit more later in the series. But that's more of a messing around with Niagara Fats. Um, there are some mods that I wish console had, but like I really like that animal mod, and that I know Blue Roses is using it, where it's like realistic animals and you get to name the animals and all kinds of cool stuff. I really like that mod. I wish they had that on console. Um, that doesn't make it any easier. Like that mod doesn't make it any easier for PC. I also wish that we had lumberjack mod. I know it's awesome, right? But when they all catch the flu and pass on to the big pen up top, it's not that fun. Yeah, I haven't actually paid attention to when they get sick and stuff, but I think it's like So like on the triple threat challenge, I've kind of said on console, or I guess PC too, if you don't have that mod installed, you're supposed to have 250 animals. It doesn't say they have to be fed. Like, they don't die on console, so I could just put 250 animals in there, and then that challenge is done. I don't have to feed them. It's, to me, that doesn't seem realistic. I try to stay somewhat realistic. Um, it's just the way I like to play. But as you get, like, I've never really gotten on too big of maps either, so that's easier to stay a little bit realistic. But like Renita Island, like how Blue has Renita Island right now, you can't be too realistic. You got to get huge harvesters and stuff, or otherwise your episodes are pretty much all day live streams, right? And you're still harvesting grapes. Yeah, right? Poor animals, no food. No water. I will say we're pretty lucky those hand tools came out during that challenge as well. Otherwise, that challenge would have been really hard. Which I've kind of noticed that Krusty makes really hard challenges. And then either adjust the numbers or something comes out like that, which makes it easier. I mean, the challenge was so hard, he couldn't even remember that he could only use one worker. Just freaking mummies out there. Yeah, that's why they were goats. Now they're sheep. You gotta feed them. But yeah, I'll say for the most part, I like playing on console. Um, I harass PC players for having cheats or whatnot with their mods. Um, but really, I'm okay with most of the mods that we have on console. I just would like the ability to do like cool ones like that with the animal, and then lumberjack would make it easier. Also, like I would like to be able to do the I think Zeters. Skeeters. Moonshine is like a different type of mob, but they actually do have like Moonshine for PC. Console has to keep it kind of kid friendly, so we don't get that kind of stuff. I'm surprised we actually got the malt beverage thing. Yeah. Now that he's done with the challenge, he's throwing all the rules out the window. Is Blue finished with the challenge and just farming for fun, or is she still working on it? I haven't been caught up on hers. Like I said, once she got in, started getting like 2-hour videos, I couldn't keep up. You can have slitch. Slitch. Is that like malt liquor? Artemis had a pretty cool, I think it was moonshine, um, where like workers would show up inside there. They'd be basically just shooting the crap and drinking. Uh, yeah, my plan is to do what her original plan is. I don't know if she's still gonna do that, but like build a house and then delete it and put a different house in. That's what my plan is. Um, that's another thing that I think that PC has is they might have more buildable mods, which I think is cool. I know they just added one where everything can be buildable, which I think that's really cool because uh, do a challenge where you have to build a town on like kind of like Farmer Cop did, No Man's Land. I think would be cool. And on console, you can't really build that much. Yeah, put it up elsewhere. Yeah, the other thing is I heard that Zorch was kind of retracting his comments that it was rough to terraform out to that small island, but they already changed the rules, so I'm not going to that small island. They already told me the consoles don't have to. So she's talking kind of where Rusty's house is? I'll say Rusty terraformed the crap out of where his is at, but Rusty's got a cool idea that I hope he actually gets the time to do. To his house. And then he's actually building multiple dream houses. So after he's done, he's planning on something else. I don't know what he's planning on, but I do find it kind of odd that they're all just, oh yeah, I'm done, but I'm going to continue playing on this. Like they're all stalling and wait till they have time to do their competitive, and that'll take its place. I think this is the last field I have to plant. Then we could, it's only 11 in the morning. Oh, I'm on 1 times, that's why. Oh well. Um, you should build one of those shacks on the little island. He's done a lot of terraforming. Rusty's done a lot of terraforming? Is that what you're saying? I might do one of those shacks on the island. I might. But it'll probably be after I finish everything. Because that, well, who was it? I think it's PH4NZ. Actually, he built the bridge out there. Like, just use the bridge mod, which I guess we'll do a save real quick. Where am I at? So, you can't just scroll through it that way. You gotta find the actual one and scroll down. Walk, walk. That's not the right one, apparently. Do I not have it loaded up? Oh, I don't have that much loaded up into this one. Okay. Guess I can't show you. I guess I don't have the bridges showed up in this one, but I do have the bridges downloaded. It's one of my mods, so you just place the bridge. Which, yeah, I've seen it done. Okay, let's go here and see what. So those two are like corn. I think I've already done. What was it? This one's. Okay. I think those. I think we're just gonna go to bed here and then come back and cultivate. These are ready to harvest. Have you seen anybody harvest these trees, Curtis? You were yelling at me for that stone fence. You don't like my stone fence? Or because it was taking all my money? Where's my John Deere? Let's just go like this because it's right here. Where's the arms for this thing? So I think this might be the only map that has this way of doing the olives. It's kind of a pain, but I'll show you. They're ready to harvest. If I could find the tools. Yeah, I was like, once I got halfway through, I was like, holy crap, I don't have any money. But you should, I think you're far enough along to know that when it comes to decorating, we don't care. We're gonna use it. At least on that one. Why did it go forward first? Okay. Oh, jeez. I might have to use the open the controls on this. I haven't used this in a while. Settings. Which, it's really weird how this irritates me now. I used to play with this all the time. Now it irritates me. Yeah, I figured that out, especially when you were still painting the sand afterwards. So you gotta get it around the tree, which is kind of difficult, to be honest with you. I know I'm giving you weird angles, I'm sorry, but that's how this works. And then try to shake it. There, I got it. That's how it works. Kind of a cool concept, but it's not as cool as it could have been. And it's kind of a pain in the butt. You see how that thing is shaking? It's supposed to shake the tree. But you gotta get it perfect. There, I got that one too. And usually it actually shakes the tree. You see how it changes colors? That means that the grapes fell off or olives fell off into my bucket thingy. See, and then you get one that's like, what the heck is going on? See how it kind of shaking? It's weird. And then you get stuck like that. So, yep, enough of this. We might just leave this here, the way it's acting. Yep, I'm gonna leave that right there. I pretty much had it with that. I ain't messing with that no more. But that's how that works, Curtis. It's a satellite dish? Yeah. I ain't messing with that no more. We'll leave it right there. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset it so it's at the shop. If I can figure out what I'm doing. So, like I said, it's a cool idea. It just doesn't work the way it should be. Alright. Just thought I would show you that. I don't think that many people have actually used that thing. Yes, it's definitely not worth the trouble. That's why I was like, I'm not messing with it. I'm just gonna let it go. The way to go is this greenhouse right over here. That's the way to go. I'm gonna do something different today, and I'm gonna leave the tractor in the shed. That's how they do almonds. What's up, Colton? You still here? Feel free to chat in the chat, Colton. You busy on your farm? We're gonna sleep and then cultivate. Thanks for lurking. Uh, Lurk this long. Feel free to smash that like button if you haven't already. Makes me feel better about playing video games and talking to myself. And I mean, Curtis is here. Now you're here. So I guess I'm not talking to myself, but when I do my videos, I'm talking to myself. I actually needed that other tractor, didn't I? Curtis, you forgot the tractor. I forgot what we're after. Are we still after a 6? No, you got a 6. What are we after, Curtis? What are we trying to roll? Don't say a 4 either, because you just got a 4. How about a 2, Curtis? Let's roll for a 2. Colton, you want to try to roll for a 2? Just put in exclamation mark ROLL in the roll. Whoever gets a 2 wins. Curtis, did I bring the cultivator back over here? I know. So, remember I was talking about how you can't do anything? This is where I really wanted to put a shed, to be honest with you. This looks like a pretty good spot for one, doesn't it? But no, it won't let me. That's why all my equipment's sitting there. Hopefully I didn't just make you puke with that spin. You don't know either? Don't blame me, I got stuff everywhere. There we go. I'm gonna start a worker on this one, and then we're gonna go find the other cultivator. Huh. I thought this would be the cultivator. Stupid olive thing. Oh, what's over there? Okay. Okay. I don't want to plant it in November. I want to detach from this thing. There we go. Is my worker just doing backwards donuts again? Curtis, it's hard to get good help. You see what my worker's doing over there? What in tarnation? Right where I left it? Yep, exactly. Colton, you do any videos on YouTube or Twitch or anything? Okay, we're gonna try to put this guy on a work. Oh, I could have planted that field. Oh well. We're gonna try to put this guy on a worker and see what they do. Hopefully not donuts. And then go pick up this guy. What the heck did he do in my machine? He wrecked my machine. You don't do videos, Colton? Do you do any of the challenges, Colton? Or you just do like Let's Play? Yeah, I saw something about a dirt bike. And I looked real quick. I didn't watch it obviously because I was streaming, but no, I don't want a worker. You're just gonna do donuts. All right, put steering assist on. There we go. I think it's not that hard actually to upload do videos or whatnot with PlayStation. Xbox is a little bit more difficult. I heard PlayStation kind of has a recording and memory built in. But I don't know. I don't play on PlayStation. I play on Xbox. Right, Curtis? Gots gets his donuts in. Maybe it's Rusty Money. Yeah, I'm the kind of kid that rides dirt bike. I post a couple stuff, but not a lot. It's all good. I didn't look that closely. It looked like a Honda, I'm guessing. Is it a 250 or 125? I got a Suzuki, what is it, LTZ 400 four-wheeler. I don't ride it that much. Well, I don't remember the last time I even rode it, so, but a 140? Get Go? Is that the brand? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is it like an electric dirt bike or is it a gas powered? Like they have the I don't know. I just want to say lawnmower brand, but you get in when you can, Colt. Just wear a helmet and protective gear. I recently lost a loved one to an accident. Yeah. When I rode even my four-wheeler all the time, I wouldn't even move the thing into the garage or out of the garage unless I was wearing all that stuff. I had a helmet and a chest protector because I knew my dumb butt would do stupid stuff anytime. So I agree with you there. Guess? Alright. I agree with you there, Curtis. Right on. I've seen like in stores where they have those electric powered ones that look like a dirt bike. I think they're called like e-goes or something like that. So that's what I thought maybe you were talking about. They look pretty cool, but I don't know how fast or whatnot they go. You wear all the safety equipment, Colton, helmet, chest protectors. Have boots. Have boots too. Yeah, you have a 400 EX four-wheeler and it's set up for racing. That's cool. Yeah, like, I don't know. I always just put that stuff all on just because I knew I might do something stupid any minute. My stepdad I'd take it to his house, to my parents' house, and they had a backhoe, and my son was like 4 or 5. He had a little, I don't know, Chinese. Got him a little Chinese four-wheeler. We used to ride our four-wheelers back there, but my stepdad would take the backhoe and make us huge-ass jumps. That was pretty cool. And then he had just a 250, Yamaha 250 four-wheeler. My stepdad, and then my mom got like I don't know, it's an old Honda, I think 150, 180s, I don't know. So we'd all be riding around. They used to use it to get around the property though. But it was pretty cool for a while when he was building tracks. My son used to think that he wanted a dirt bike, and at the time he couldn't even ride his bicycle without training wheels. So I told him he had to learn how to ride his bicycle without training wheels. And we got home, I took the training wheels off, and he just rode his bicycle around. I'm like, oh, okay, so you don't need training wheels. Got it. Many moons ago. Which actually, when I was riding four-wheeler all the time is when YouTube first came out. And one of my buddies used to post a lot of our rides and stuff on YouTube. It's also probably the reason why I stopped riding, because he passed away. So you got the Banshee mod on your FS25? You got four-wheelers and stuff in your farm? I haven't downloaded that jump yet. I don't know how that works. If you went off it on a four-wheeler. I don't think the physics on Farm Sim really is that great for that kind of stuff, but thanks, Colton. Uh, it was it's yeah, that was actually probably oh shit. Guess that my son was like 5 and now he's like 20, so 15 years ago. Holy crap. Heck yeah. One thing I actually really want to do is get a street bike and like ride it to the Sturgis rally. I don't know how long it would take me to get to Sturgis, but I'd like to ride it there. You know, I don't know if I ride like a lot of miles a day or not, but I think it'd be kind of cool. You're cultivating too, Colton? Yeah, it would be quite a ride from Washington, Curtis. Uh, but like I said, my step grandma lives in Sturgis, and then my aunt passed away, but my uncle lives there. Step uncle lives there. Um, it's either in Sturgis or just outside Sturgis, so I'd have a spot to like hang out and visit uh, people, but would feel like mashed potatoes by the time you made it. Well, see, that's the thing is, working at the school, I could take all summer basically to get there, right? And stop at all like the cool spots to um, check out. So, I mean, like, yeah, it costs money to stay at a hotel or camp or whatever, but could literally just ride it for 50 miles starting in June a day, you know what I mean? If ride straight there, yeah, it would be pretty rough. Um, Curtis, you see our worker over there? You see what that guy is doing? What is up with these guys? See if we can get this one to do a work. This is why I gotta do everything. This exact reason right here. Yeah, through Idaho and Montana, and yeah, it would be pretty cool. Uh, Fire this person. Yeah, I don't understand. It's not like I made these fields either. These fields are on the map. Like, I understand when they're messed up on the field that you plowed yourself to make it, but yeah, that's not the case right here in this map. Right? You're fired. What was that show where Donald Trump was firing people when you're fired? And then that song, in a box to the left or whatever it is. Get your ish in the box to the left. All your ish is in a box to the left. If you were in my server, you work night and day. I don't have a multiplayer server right now. I might do that at some point. There's a couple of us creators talk. Well, I kind of brought it up, maybe, I don't know. But there's a couple of us creators talking about doing a multiplayer challenge where we compete against each other. I'm supposed to come up with a challenge, which I had already kind of started. That would probably be first, but first I gotta get time and space on my saves. Another console problem. Sorry, Curtis. That is another complaint I have about console. I wish we could just have a folder to put all our mods in. And then, yeah, it takes up space on the console, but it doesn't take up space on the game. But yeah, maybe someday I will have a multiplayer, play with friends type of thing. But I don't have the space to start one right now. Also not sure how running multiplayer and streaming at the same time will work out. I don't know if I have enough power. You're too... Alright. These workers have lost their minds. What in the heck are you doing? I probably didn't, because I haven't really looked up any maps. So I would say no. I haven't had time in Verbach or whatever. I think I've seen that one, but no, I haven't. Curtis, I haven't looked it up. I haven't really had the time with the football practice in 2 days. Also, I have to like get prepared for football practice as well. Like watch film and you know, you played football, you know how it works. Can't just go there without a plan. And it's a lot different than. Have you been around football recently, Curtis? My question is now they have an app. It's called Huddle that they put all their film on, and they put their playbooks on, and all this stuff. They don't have to go through the tape like we did. Like we can write on the tape and send it to them, and have it analyze plays and all kinds of stuff. It's not like when we had it and we had the projector come out and yeah, and basically coach would just keep rewinding your f ups. Yeah, grades are kind of important. They don't let you play anymore if you don't have good grades. But yeah, anyways, what I was getting at is the huddle and stuff. We got to watch some film, got to break it down or whatnot for them, put it out there, and then get mad because they don't look at it. And yeah, all the cool stuff. And I got wide receivers and DBs, so and then the OC actually has DBs and wide receivers. Well, he doesn't have any position group, but he usually tends to come over with me and wide receivers because he used to be a wide receivers coach. So, but he has DBs, and I work with him on the DBs. But anyways, what I was saying is, it's not really my practice plans, so I gotta see their practice plans. That guy's doing donuts forward. I think we're still good. And then adjust my drills that I do to those so that they match what we're supposed to be doing that day. Yeah, we had film, but it was on the projector, right? These guys got it. You can put it on your phone. Basically, like watching YouTube. And then your playbook, like actually, our OC actually wrote up a playbook in paper, but your playbook is in the app too. Yeah, but yeah, what I was getting at is that all the technology is different than what we got. I would imagine that some of the coaches put in way more time in the old days with the film, but technique is totally different. Not supposed to say lead with your head anymore. Put your face mask on the ball. Remember that, Curtis? That's how they taught us how to tackle. Right, Curtis? They used to yell at us for doing some of the stuff they want us to teach to tackle this time. Um, Head behind the runner and all that kind of stuff, so your head stays out of it. Which is good. You know, the head injuries are not good, but totally different times. And I don't know about you, Curtis, but I always had those old pads that felt like they sat out in the sun and got hard as a rock, especially the tail pad. Nowadays they just have it's like wearing a pair of underwear with pads in it. Then you put the pants over the top of that. Oops, I missed. Yeah, like if we had head behind, they didn't like that at all. I know that because you know, head in front, at least to slow them down is what they used to teach us, right? Like even if you don't make the tackle, you're still in front of them. I saw something where Bo Jackson was talking about one of his concussions. He didn't even know where the hell he was. He was on the wrong side of the field, on the visitor side, sitting on the bench. That guy's doing donuts backwards again. What the heck? Can I not get a worker to do something? You see him back there, Curtis? Doing donuts backwards again. What in the heck? What's up, CC? How are you doing today? Also, CC, please tell me you're not just waking up in the morning. I got workers doing backwards donuts for some reason too. I don't know. we had good funding, new pads and stuff every year, a new field after we won state the first time, and an indoor practice facility after the second time. Doing good, CC. Nice. Curtis says hi, CC. Yeah, you start getting cool things when you win state. No, I have not went to sleep yet. Okay, me neither, CC. I didn't mean. So the plan is I'll probably start streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I don't plan on streaming this late on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I wanted to kind of keep schedule. Started football practice. We had 2-a-days. We're on 2-a-days, so which is, I don't know how if you know football, CC, but we had 2 practices today. So it ran a little bit later until about 7 o'clock my time, and then I'm about let's just sit around afterwards, talk to the coaches and whatnot. And then it's about a half hour from my house, so start a little bit later than I would normally want to, but apparently I'm putting Curtis to sleep. And Colton says hi, CC. Maxwell will be doing a cross-play stream Friday with no PC mods. Oh yeah? What time? I got practice on Friday too, so I don't know. But what time? Mr. Colton was just asking if I had a multiplayer basically as well. He plays on PS5. An all-day stream? Alright. What map you guys gonna do? Do you know? Alright, Curtis. I'm guessing that means you're gonna go to bed. Thanks for coming. Riverbend Springs? Okay. It does help to be awake to clock in. I will say that, Curtis. Thanks for coming out, Curtis. I appreciate you. Have a good, restful couple hours, I guess. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow on one of the chats or on Riverbend Springs. You're welcome, Curtis. I truly appreciate you coming out and talking, brother. Keeping me company, so I might have to change my slogan of playing video games while talking to myself when Curtis comes. It'll be playing video games and talking to Curtis. In chat now. Got a couple of people in chat still. Yeah, so Cece, I've been trying to hire workers, and then I go start doing something else, and I turn around and they're doing donuts backwards every time. Uh, let's see here. Let's double check to see where we're at right now with my achievements. So we're at 63% with it's so easy, which is planting, and 62% with cultivating, and only 48% with fertilizing. That's where we're at. So don't look like I'm gonna get my challenges done today, but we're still making room. We're still making more room. The AIs are dumb. Laugh out loud. Yeah, they are. Which I don't understand. Like it makes sense if I create a field. I understand them not knowing really what's going on. But if the field's already created on the map, what in the hell? Like I haven't created any fields on this map. And it's just base AI. I'm not using any because I'm on console. It's not like I'm using whatever the heck PC people use. Yo. Not sure what you're saying yo for, Colton, but yo. You didn't know it was 2 a.m.? Yeah, I was like, that's why I was asking if, hoping you weren't just waking up in the morning. Kind of surprised you got on this late. I'm on the West Coast, so it's 12:08, which is a little late for me. As I go back to work, it'll be way late for me. I won't be on at this time. I'm probably gonna just finish this field and then I'm gonna end this stream. Um, 'Cause like I said, it's a little bit late for me, and we're not gonna make. I'm not gonna get any of the achievements today. Maybe next time. But all right, CC, sounds good. Um, I do have an issue with I don't have much room for any mods, so if you guys start putting you have any mods that I don't already have, I might not be able to join. It's kind of why I'm trying to get this playthrough over with, so I can get rid of this map and some of the mods I have on this one. Clean up space, put some new mods on, and a new map. See you, Colton. Thanks for coming out, hanging. Appreciate you, dude. You guys have been able to stream on YouTube? What's the issue? Just doesn't want to connect, or yeah, I'm on console. I'm on Xbox, CZ. Twitch and YouTube are fighting again. Well, that's good to know, because I was gonna start looking into figuring out how to stream to both. Which maybe I'll wait if they're fighting together and it ain't working. Colton says yeah too. He's not sure if he's answering the console, but he's on PS5, I think he said. He's on some PS. He's got the new map, so it must be PS5. I don't think PS4 does FS25. I don't know. There are players that will be playing on Xbox. Okay. Yeah. You said it was cross-platform. I get that I could play that. It's just that say you guys have a mod that I don't have. So like say you have the New Holland tractor mod. I don't have a New Holland tractor mod. I don't have room to download any more mods. My Xbox is at, my mod list is at 98%. That being said, I have a ton of mods, so yeah, that's one thing I don't like about console. I wish we could have like a folder to put all our mods in that didn't affect how many mods were downloaded to the game. You know, so you could take it and save it offline and then just plug it in as you needed it. But no, all our mods go to the game. and we're only allowed so much storage space to the game, which seems odd to me. It should be like on your Xbox storage, but whatever. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of why I'm trying to get through this challenge, because once I'm done with this challenge, I could take this map off, which would give me a lot more room. Just by taking the map off, because the maps are pretty big. And then I'm sure there's some mods on here that I'm not using on other saves, so I could probably take a couple mods off as well. I've actually never really played on River Bend Springs either. Alright, thanks CC for stopping by. I'm almost done with my stream. It's getting late, and I'm at 3 hours. That's good enough for me. I was actually only thinking about an hour, because I started late, so I went 2 hours longer than I thought I was going to go. Yeah, I hardly ever play on the base game maps, to be honest with you. So yeah, I did a test video on there, but that's all I've done. I've never actually played the map. I do have plans to play that map, but nothing yet. Yep, you too, CC. Thanks for stopping by. Hanging out and chat for a little bit. Thank you. Bye. I see you guys on. I'll come check you out. At least say hi. You're welcome, CC. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, this is the last pass of this field, and I'm gonna call it after this, guys. Not sure who's all on still, but I want to thank Curtis, CC, Colton, Thin Blue Line, Logan. Not sure who else, and everybody else that was watching. Thank you for taking the time to come hang out with me and watch me play video games. Appreciate y'all. We'll get this last little bit and I'll end it. Alright. Good night, y'all. I'm Walk Walk. Deuces.